can save Elden Ring talk for last, since that's the main topic. We alive though. We alive. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2.
I check it. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Testing, testing, one,
I
two.
don't say that
Test,
was
test,
that.
test.
Other Ring do got co-op,
1, 2.
right?
Testing, testing,
Some
one,
like
two.
some.
It's got Demon Souls co-op, so you know how that goes. Like if I use co-op, it mainly to be like a boss fight of dungeons or something. But if I'm just getting fucked on a boss. But even though somebody got it on PC instead of getting it on the PS5,
Can't help myself.
you could have.
I'm saying like, I don't know,
I
like
don't know
they
if I
do.
don't know if it's crossplay or not. I don't know. I don't know if it isn't.
Like
It's not.
It's not.
I did see. It's a
I mean,
cross
last time
league.
I checked.
Oh, it's a cross region.
Yeah, that's
Region
not that's
play.
not crossplay. That's where you're playing at, like United States or Canada or something like that. It's not like that's not a crossplay. Yeah, I seen that too, but yeah, I
Man, I really like how they drove people off though with that. It's probably like cross region. I don't know.
but yeah, everybody, we're live. This is Hitting the Polygons, episode 70 run, and yeah, boys, Elden Ring is here. We all have played it. I haven't played too much, but we got a little taste of it so far. And so, we're mainly gonna talk about that and the review scores and all that good stuff. But we got some other three topics too to talk about. And yeah, I'll let everybody introduce themselves before we get the show started.
Yeah, this is Emperor Gil, your co-host.
It is Steve on Buddy. As always, glad to be here.
Yeah, and yeah, uh,
Sorry.
Chaotic Smith. But yeah, like I said, we got plenty of Elden Ring to talk about. Before we get into that, I want to talk about some other little stuff that's happened. And like Street Fighter 6, Capcom finally oh man, Sunday night late they finally gave us a tease. Street Fighter 6 officially got announced, and yeah, they showed us a little trailer, not really a trailer, a teaser trailer, and what they showed off, it didn't really get me hyped, but then I mean I like the graphics, but I just it's cool seeing Ryu, a little different take on Ryu, a little bit older with the build and stuff, looking buff. But the other guy, Luke, I think his name is Luke. He's the last DLC character from Street Fighter 5, right? And they said that when they announced him that he was gonna be in Street Fighter 6, but I didn't know he was. I guess he's supposed to be a main character in this game. But anytime Street Fighter tries to introduce a new main character to the games, it never works out for them. They just need to keep it Ken and Ryu. Oh, because every time they try to introduce somebody else, I mean, you can have new characters, but making them other characters the main focus of the story, it never works out for them. Because they had, I think it was Street Fighter third straight. They tried to introduce Charlie. I think his name is not Charlie, but uh, I can't think of his name. I forgot who the guy is, but he's a big dude. He kind of looks like Ken, but bigger. But they're trying to introduce him, make him the main character, but that didn't work out too good. And I think some other time they always trying to introduce somebody else, and it just never really works out for them. And I just think that they just need to like have Ryu fighting this guy. I'm like, man, come on, this guy. this guy, this little kid, not a little kid, but a little young dude, ain't no challenge for Ryu, really, if you're going with the story. But the guy doesn't look bad. Like he said, I think he looks better because I didn't like his design in Street Fighter Five. He looked like Popeye with his arms, big old forearms, and he shoots like fire or something. I don't know. I didn't like his design at all. And he's supposed to be an MMA fighter, but I didn't like his design or his play style in Street Fighter Five. But I think it looks a little bit better on this trailer. Of course, it looks graphically, it looks good. It's supposed to be in engine, probably using the Resident Evil engine now for it. But I'm more curious to see. I wanted this game to go back to the art style of Street Fighter Third Strike. I really like that art style. I really love that music in that game. I'm hoping this story takes place after that, because as far as the timeline goes in Street Fighter, that Street Fighter Third Strike is the game that's in the timeline. That's the last part of the story so far. Like Street Fighter 4 and 5 take place before Street Fighter 3. So I'm hoping with this one, but 5 was really hinting towards stuff in Street Fighter Third Strike. So I'm hoping this game it takes place after Street Fighter Third Strike or something. But because there's some characters I would like to see return in that game. But I mean, I wish it would went back to that art style. It's made it more clean. But this game graphically, it looks more realistic. I think it looks good. But I can't wait for him to show Chun Li. Show me Chun Li in these type of graphics. I'm ready. Just don't fuck her face up. Just man, I'm ready. But yeah, I hope we get to see. I want to see the combat. They didn't really give us much. But did y'all guys see? Have y'all guys seen the new teaser trailer for Street Fighter 6 yet? Or
I
Yeah.
did.
what y'all think about? I know there's people have been saying a lot of stuff online about it. But what y'all's opinions on it?
Say all I know is like Ryu got a beer.
Yeah. Well, and he has a DLC costume in Street Fighter 5. People was calling him Sexy Ryu. That was a whole meme when they announced it. Was him like with that, like pretty much that look you see. Yes, it was like a DLC costume or mine. I'm not sure of him having that outfit in Street Fighter 5 with the beard and the shirt off, and that's. Well, I think it does. I mean, him, in the timeline, he is getting older. So and he's been traveling. He travels around, looking for the strongest fighter. So I think it's a good fit. I think it's a good design for him. Change him up a little bit. So
I guess.
what about you, Input? Did you see it?
Yes, I did.
What do you think about it?
Oh, those two look amazing.
Yeah, I mean graphically, if it's supposed to be. I mean, it's supposed to
Like
be in engine. I don't know
that's
if
as
it,
much as I can
what's.
say right now.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I want to actually see gameplay them fight and see how close it looks to this. It's supposed to be in engine. Um, I watch people talk about and dissect the trailer a little bit, and they're showing a lot what the game could be about. Like when you see Ryu, you see when he's flexing and stuff, he's showing muscles, right? You see his muscles. So I'm thinking they might have some kind of system in the game where you can see the characters as the muscles and the flexing and stuff, and you know, we'll see how far they take it into the gameplay. But yeah, graphically, like, yeah, like I said, I just can't wait to see Chun Li. And hopefully, they don't do my boy Ken bad, 'cause that's my two favorite characters in Street Fighter, is Chun Li and Ken. So, and I'm just hoping that, and this to see other characters, and I'm curious to how the special moves and the animations and stuff look. I really want to see what they do with the game. And supposedly they're gonna have more details in summer, so hopefully, we'll see some gameplay. I like to see how it looks and what the game's like. Cause I really haven't been really into Street Fighter games. I'm not really into fighting games like I used to. But I always like the Street Fighter characters. I just like the history and the lore of it. I like the stories of them. I like the Street Fighter anime movies. I like the live action movies. I just like the characters in Street Fighter. I probably like the characters in the story. I actually like the story of Street Fighter more than I like the game at this point. Uh, but yeah, I'm curious to see what they got. So okay, yeah, I'm almost and now so There's been some more rumors or some leaks about, everybody's waiting to see what Sony's gonna do with their online service. Right now we got some leak by the name of Jeff Grubb, and supposedly, the code name of it is still Spartacus, and right now it's three tiers, right? You got it's like PSN Plus Essential, PSN Plus Extra, and then PSN Plus Premium. And the prices will be PSN Plus Essential will just be like what you got. If you got PSN Plus now, that would be Essential. Nothing's changing, and that's still $10 a month. And then you got and then here's a new one. Who new stuff is you get PSN Plus Extra, which is it'd be $13 a month. Which supposedly this comes with monthly games like regular people, and then a game catalog, which I don't know what. I guess a game catalog is supposedly a library of hundreds of older downloadable games. Uh, Maybe like all the PSN Now games you'll get with the PSN Extra. I'm not sure if you be streaming or if I think it's just download. You be able to download these old games, and then PSN Plus Premium is the one for $16 a month, and that comes with everything like you regular PSN Plus, with then the new game down catalog, and then it comes with streaming. Because I guess I don't know what the streaming is supposed to be. And then you get classic games, and then you get game trials. So I guess what that means, you get the game catalog, right? The, the older games to download, but then I guess you get everything from PSN Now, and then you get a library of classic games, which I don't know how that's different than the game catalog. So and then you get game trials. I guess you can download full games for PlayStation games, and then if you like it, you know. Supposedly, Sony is next month is moving into a testing phase of Spartacus in the next few weeks. So we'll see if more stuff gets leaked or whatever it's all about. I've heard too. On top of this, I've heard that you know Sony is supposed to add Crunchyroll and Funimation to the PSN, the streaming service too. They ain't talking. They ain't talking about. They're supposed to add other stuff too. So we'll see. That this rumor they're not talking about any of that kind of stuff, but supposedly they're supposed to add that stuff to it also. You know, but I don't see. So what do y'all think about this? I mean, it really don't. I don't really understand because what they're saying. Because they're saying like, oh, they got game catalog, but then they got classic games. I'm like, well, what the hell is game catalog and what in classic games? What's the difference? Like, can't some of those classic games be part of the game catalog? So I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. I'm guessing that's the same thing you have, but it's kind of confusing. It's confusing.
Yeah, I mean, I could see like what would the classic? Cause maybe the game catalog is not. Maybe the classic games could be like third party games too, right? I don't know. Maybe the game catalog is not third party games, right? You don't know how much of this is only Sony games, or if they
Yeah,
actually have third party games too, and then the streaming is the streaming just like why would the streaming be on the more expensive one? Because you rather play the games downloadable games than streaming games because you don't want streaming games has that lag. Less the downloadable games are all older games, and the streaming games would be like newer games. Like I don't know.
I mean it could be for PS3.
Yeah, maybe the PS3 is the streaming games because they can't. It's hard for them backwards compatibility on those games. But like to me, it really just depends. I don't think the $16 a month is a bad price, depending what you get. Like if you get like if I'm already paying $10 a month right now for PSN Plus, or you can get it cheaper, right? If you get like for a whole year, if they do something like that for this, to me, paying $6 more for this wouldn't be bad, depending on what comes with it, right? Especially if I get Crunchyroll, because I'm like paying Crunchyroll right now in Funimation. So if they give me this with Crunchyroll or some kind of media, whatever the, because I'm supposed they're supposed to add media stuff to it too. If they give me this with media stuff, oh, I'm down. I'm down for it. And then if I get some older games to play with trophies, I'm down. 60. Cause I'm already paying $10 a month or whatever it is now. If I only gotta pay $5 more for some extra features, hey, I'm down for. It. I don't. I'm now. Does it compete with Game Pass? I don't think it does. If you're an Xbox guy, because what Xbox has over PlayStation as far as the services, they get new games day and day, right? They get the Xbox games. You had Halo. Well, Halo was free to play, period. But then if you want to play Halo's campaign, you get Game Pass, and it's that was day and day. And I don't think PlayStation is ever gonna do that anytime soon. They're not gonna give you Horizon Forbidden Dawn on day and date on this service. They're just not gonna do that. Now maybe 6 months after that they might do it, but I don't see them doing day and date because they want that money. But so as far as that goes, they can't compete with Xbox's how Xbox puts their games on day and date, and then plus Xbox you download the games like it depends how many games on this service you get to download on how many you have to stream to play. That's going to be the key to it. But I don't as far as price goes, I'm not mad about the price, especially if I get some kind of media service and if it works good. I mean, it really depends if it works, what games they got, and how's it function. What you think about this, Devin?
Mm,
Would you be interested in this? Would this get you money a month? One of these? Oh, I mean, if you just kept PSN Plus, you would have one of them because PSN Plus regular would be the first option, right? That would just be like keeping your PSN Plus, but then the other ones would be the newer ones. The tier one, tier two, and tier three would be
I guess. I guess all right. Like I pretty already got Country Road.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I was a rumor that it was Funimation or Crunchyroll. I mean, Sony has. I don't think Sony owns them, but Sony owns some of both of them. Like they bought. I thought they bought Funimation, but I don't know.
Wait,
But they
About both of them already.
they buy them outright.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So Sony
'cause I
own.
remember they
Yeah,
were being investigated for something like
yeah. So Sony owns.
maybe.
Yeah, so
Oh,
Sony owns Funimation and Crunchyroll. That's what I was thinking, but I wasn't sure because they still haven't combined them yet. So I don't know why they haven't combined them. If they own Funimation and they own Crunchyroll and they haven't combined them yet, I don't know what's going on. It's because Funimation's got stuff that Crunchyroll doesn't got. And I don't like. It doesn't make no dumb sense. If they're owned by Sony, why are they? Why are they? So maybe that's gonna be part. Maybe they'll do something like that before this Spartacus comes out. Maybe they'll combine Funimation and Crunchyroll, but they might not. Maybe they just get money from both of them. They don't want to stop that. I don't know, but especially when they have a lot of the same stuff, but then they have some different things. But yeah, I hope that Sony was supposed to add media stuff to this streaming, and I hope that Crunchyroll or Funimation was one of them that they were supposed to add. But you got Crunchyroll is already getting those stuff because if you got HBO Max, they got Crunchyroll stuff on HBO Max too. They don't have all Crunchyroll, but they have some Crunchyroll stuff on HBO Max. You can watch anime on HBO Max. They got Crunchyroll stuff on there. It even says like Crunchyroll. I'm like, what was the Crunchyroll
yeah.
integrated? It doesn't. I don't know. Some stuff don't make sense. I was like,
Hey,
well,
let me check that because I haven't.
go to
I remember
HBO
going
Max. And
on there.
you go to HBO Max. You go down. I think it has like Crunchyroll originals or a Crunchyroll something, and it has like anime that the Crunchyroll has. Doesn't have all of them, but it has some stuff in there.
Yeah,
But so maybe that's gonna be something like what Sony does with the Crunchyroll. Maybe it's not the whole Crunchyroll, but maybe it's just certain shows. I don't know what they're gonna do.
They don't have the Crunchyroll thing.
on HBO Max.
Yeah, I'm checking it right now.
On my PlayStation, if I go to HBO Max, maybe because I have Crunchyroll, maybe it sees that, so it's putting it in there. But if I go get HBO Max, I go down like the categories or something, one of the options.
It has Studio Ghibli. It has this Cart Nitro thing.
No, they have Crunchyroll. Trust me, they have.
Unless they removed it, I don't see it.
I haven't. I'll check later on. I'm pretty sure they have it has Crunchyroll stuff on there. It's got a lot of different animes. Cause I think it has that one out that you didn't like that I told you about. God of High School on there. Remember that?
I was watching that on Crunchyroll, like the actual website.
Yeah, but I'm saying they had that on. I was watching on Crunchyroll too, but I seen it on HBO Max too.
Yeah, let
But
me check the website.
yeah, I mean I use it I look it up on the PlayStation on my PlayStation. So, but yeah, I think this is it's not a bad
I'm probably not even gonna get it, to be honest. Like, because I share my account with my brothers.
you say you're not gonna get what the PlayStation thing.
Well, yeah, because then they need to log into my account.
Yeah, I mean you have PSN Plus, don't you?
Yeah, but I'm saying they need to log into my account on the PlayStation. Right? No.
You talking
Oh wait,
about?
never mind. Never mind. I'm done. Actually, no, because you will need your isn't because then that subscription will be tied to your PlayStation Network account,
It's just it worked. I figure it worked.
unless you make a separate account with it.
You talking about like Crunchyroll or
When
something?
they integrate it with whatever this subscription is.
I figure this be the same thing. I figure PSN regular PSN Plus is gonna go away, right? And it'll come out. They're gonna rebrand the name, and it's gonna be PSN whatever, and it's gonna be three tiers. And then they say, well, if you want to keep what you have now as PSN Plus, you can. It's just gonna be a new name, but it's gonna be the same price, and this is what's gonna be. But if you want the better stuff, you pay more money, and you'll get the other stuff. So I don't think it'd be like a hassle. If you're gonna keep PSN Plus, you can. But if you want other stuff, you can just pay more money, and you'll have the other stuff. I don't think it would be as far as that stuff goes. I don't think it'd be any difference. Your subscription based or whatever. But I mean, I think it's cool. I mean, I really need to see it. I need to really see what it's about. All these rumors, I'm not getting enough. I'm at the price seems like it would be. I think actually it's. I don't know if it's even a good idea to have this many tiers. I think you should have tier one and then tier two. I think have three different ways to get it. I think it's a little bit confusing, right? I guess because they want to keep regular PSN Plus the option for people. So maybe that's why they have three tiers. But then they had the other two options for like the actual new stuff. Maybe that's why. But to me, I think you just have the basic, and then you don't. They're not the basic one. I don't. I think having too many ways to do it confuses people. But I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, maybe that's why Sony was buying all these Funimation and Crunchyroll up because a while back, because they wanted to have something. They wanted to add something to the streaming service. Besides just games.
So they don't have the Crunchyroll section on there anymore, but they still have the animes.
But does it say Crunchyroll at all on there though?
No, they got rid of the Crunchyroll
Huh?
naming.
Huh? I
They
want.
still have the animes, but they put it on their like global animation or something.
Oh, it's different. I haven't. Yeah, maybe they just changed that. Hmm. Huh? Wonder why they did that. I'm gonna check mine.
Yeah, they still have the animes, but
Yeah, yeah.
it's under like animation.
Hmm. Almost had something to do with Sony. But yeah. So like I said, this would be cool. Like I said, we'll see what they do with this Spartacus, and like I think we might see something next month because the next story I have uh is you know, supposedly Sony's gonna have a big show next month. Maybe we'll see Spartacus still. Uh, I don't know. To me, if so, if they're having a big show, I could see them having a show next month. But people saying this is the big one. I don't know if that's what. Maybe this is the big show. To me, if they have a big show next month, they're not gonna have a anything during E3 time because E3 is usually around June, and this is like a couple months before June. So Sony's going all out now on a show, I guess you would say. I mean, we've been getting rumors for a big show for a while. There's supposed to be one during December. Like they're supposed to bring back the PlayStation event thing. They didn't, and so I don't know how I feel about the big show. Is Sony doing? I can see Sony doing a state of play or something next month. But as far as the big show, I don't know what that means and because Sony's they officially show what the PSVR 2 looks like, right? So they got some stuff. They got some stuff they can talk about. I think they can you know talk more about the PSVR 2 and what games are going to be on it if it's coming out this year. And they got God of War, but I don't know. Well, if they have a big show, what would the focus be besides VR2 and uh my brain just went in this Spartacus and this PlayStation Spartacus. I don't know what the main focus of a big show would be. Like, what games would they want to show off? What y'all think about this big show? Y'all think someone's gonna have a big show next week, or you think, next month, or you think they're gonna have a show at all?
Probably not. I don't think so.
If,
Because I mean, they got
if,
Gran Turismo coming out, but they already had a whole Gran Turismo event by
yeah,
itself. Horizon Dawn is out. Is out. I don't know any other Sony first party games that are coming out besides.
they're
Uh,
probably gonna be like indie games or something.
yeah. So
Because I don't think it's gonna be
only big game is coming out as far as first party goes is God of War Ragnarok, and we don't even have a release date for that, and that's probably shit
probably
summer or fall
fall
though.
maybe.
Yeah. So I could see them doing, and to me they would probably do a whole like they did with Horizon. They would probably have his own event, knowing them. But they might not want to show too much in that game because they don't want to show stories. I don't know. But I mean, I could see them having a show. I mean, they need to have something for VR too. I think in this Spartacus. So it depends how close they are ready to start talking about Spartacus. Is when they have the show next month. But people are saying this is the big event. Sony's got something playing next month, and I think Sony's been is due for a show like a big show. But I just don't know if March is that time of the best time. I mean, we know there's no E3, but they're doing stuff around that time. You figure Sony might want to do something then. But then again, like after what Xbox buying Activision, maybe Sony just wants to come out and let people know, hey, we're still the kings of this gaming console stuff. We still got the goods, so maybe it's something to do with that too. I don't know. I just wonder if they have a big show, what the focus is, and what kind of games did they bring to the table. And I figure if they did have a big show, Street Fighter 6 would be part of it. But I don't know if Street Fighter's gonna be exclusive like it was last time. So I don't know. But yeah, it's time for the Elden Ring talk. So right now, this game I think on Metacritic is sitting down around like 96 or 97 on different scores on different platforms, but they are hovering around a 96 to 98 on all the platforms. And yeah, I mean, to me personally, I haven't played enough. I don't even want to even talk about the review score because I haven't played. I think that to me that seems like people are reviewing this game a little too high. But just going off of other game, like even when I compare it to Horizon, like like Horizon, like to me is like Elden Ring, like I can compare what I when I think, cause right now I'm enjoying Elden Ring, but I haven't played very much. I just kind of did this little beginning part. But when some people say it's like, oh, it's it's Demon and Dark Souls, it's just an open world, and it's some difference into it, but it's like, you know, it's not really doing anything differently. People just love the combat of these games, and I think people give this game such a pass on things just because they just love Dark Souls and Demon Souls type of games, so they want to review it super high, even though that it does something, it can be better. But I don't really want to talk about review scores, what people gave it, because especially I haven't even played Holly enough with all the review. What I played of it, to me right now, I wouldn't give it a perfect. I would probably give it like what I play of Horizon and what I would play this. I'll probably rank them about the same as of right now. I think Horizon story is better when that's it's told better. It's graphically, it's wipes this game out the door, and the presentation rise and the characters talking stuff is more better. It feels more of a enjoyable to play in a way. I like the story. I really want to know what happens in the end. As far as this game goes, I don't really care what the hell happens. I'm not. I mean, maybe I'm very early into it, and I know these games you gotta kind of get a hunt down the story. It's not really told to you straight path. But this game I like because I can choose the way I want to play as far as combat goes. I think it's what this game has got is you can choose the way you want to play in a way. I mean, some bosses you might have to fight a certain way, but as far as your class goes, you can kind of build your own kind of character and you can tackle the game the way you want it. As far as combat, Horizon, it's you got you got a bunch of things you can put skill points in, but you, you're not gonna be in no swinging melee. I'll tell you right now, Horizon, you're getting fucked up. Horizon makes you use all the toys that you got. You know, with this game you can use different weapons and build a certain spec. So I think that's what this game has that makes me attracted to it. Because I really want to. I want to run a melee game right now, and Horizon I got to use a bow and arrow pretty much. I can't go no swinging like I would like to. I got to shoot bow and arrows and lay traps and stuff down or stealth. And I really, but yeah. So right now this game is hot, good review scores. Uh, People saying it's one of the best games of all time. A lot of people are giving it the praise. Um, but I want to know y'all's opinion on playing the game so far.
So,
And like what's your class, or what class did you pick, and all that kind of cool stuff.
wait, Elden Ring.
Yeah, Elden Ring. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say like, I can already see people who picked the first one in the class. So mine, so my class is Bandit.
Oh, Abandoned.
Yeah, Bandit.
Oh, Bandit.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I forgot. I've seen that class. I didn't. So what weapon does they have starting out with?
It pretty much started out with a little sword, little shield.
Like a dagger
And,
kind of looking like that thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. And also, it pretty also give you a bow, which that pretty much a reason it pretty much the reason why I pick it because of bow. I just like shooting I just like shooting arrows.
Yeah, I almost picked the samurai for that reason, because samurai is kind of like a dex build too, kind of fast, but they have a katana, but they still kind and they have a bow and arrow for distance. But I was like, nah, I'm just going straight warrior. So what do you think about the game so far?
So far game like for me for me, like who never get into that really get into Dark Souls. Like it's pretty good. Like, it's pretty good. Like it's challenging. Like challenging, but but like from like I almost said like the almost said like the whole layout of this game is just pretty good. Like I at least a good at least good at least at least a good hour though. Like I really can't I really can't do can't like do fully take though. I just feel like I'm not in the deep of this game though.
Yeah. How many times have you died so far?
Too.
Two. Oh, that's not bad.
I don't say like I don't say what I don't say like pretty right now. I probably do what you hated. It's stealthy.
Stealth, stealth. Yeah.
So I pray. I want to say like I still good to it, but I want but don't worry. I pray I pray gonna die more until until my blood's until my blood will, will, will be boil.
Oh, I already know it's.
Right.
I already know it's happening.
So I won't be surprised though that happens. So hopefully I won't break my controller. Cause sometimes it may come to that point.
All right, Emperor.
So far, I'm loving it.
Yeah, I know you
So
probably put the most hours between all of us.
probably not.
Oh, what?
But
When I looked on your thing, it said you've been on for 7 hours. You probably haven't played for that long.
well, that's between me, like, because I was doing some other stuff. Like my brother came, and I talked to him for a little bit.
Oh,
I
okay.
just kept the game running.
Oh, you just kept the game on. Okay.
And, yeah, and then like the first 2 hours, I was just making my character.
Damn, you spent a long time with making your character.
It was like, dude, these. I was like, I'm pretty sure this like, I'm not sure if the other games ever made you do like a facial character creation.
Mm,
Did Bloodborne have it? I don't remember.
it's been a while. I mean, they all have had character creators, but I don't remember how different it is.
I just like,
I never spend that much time on it. I kind of
yeah,
try to get the hell tight and skin colored and kind of bodybuilding. That's it. I don't all that face. I find a decent face, and man, I'm in it.
yeah. At the end of the day, I just went on YouTube and found like somebody who made like a face build or whatever,
Mm.
and just copied it. Um, but yeah, so far I'm liking it. I'm probably spent an hour or two making the character. Then really, I've just been going back and forth between like playing the game and looking stuff up, of trying to explain certain things like stats and stuff.
Mm. So
So
what
this
class
might be a different.
did you pick?
I picked that religious looking like coat, the one that has like
Oh,
the cross.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think it's common something common. Mm.
Confessor. There we go.
Confessor, yeah. It's kind of like the paladin kind of build.
Yeah. So I may just pick that just because like I'm not sure what the heck I wanted to build.
Yeah,
There was
it's
that
got
one.
even
Yeah.
stats. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I'm not sure how you've been like you told me, but how you've been playing it. But for me, I've just been like playing the game, and if I need to look something up, like trying to explain, I just look it up.
Yeah, well, for me, I've only put about 2 hours into it, but I went with the warrior class because I just like I like uh dual weapons. I always like to go with two blades. I love that style. Even though this how it is, it's not really like doesn't really play that way with two weapons. Like you get your regular R1, it swings one sword, and you got like a I think it's L2 or R2. I forget which one. When it does like a double, at least for these two weapons, it does like a swing with both of them at the same time. But it's not like you just swing and swing. It doesn't do that, which I kind of wish it did. It just kind of swings. One hand is the other weapon, and the other one does like it swings both of them kind of at the same time. At least with this weapon. Now maybe if I get like a staff on that arm and my sword, maybe I can use a staff with the bit warriors you can use magic too. You start with some magic. So if I get a staff, even though I want major on fire, but maybe just for some distance, you can use a file like a staff to shoot from a distance if I have to fight an enemy that I need to use some distance. And another weapon, mainly with the warrior class too, I'm going with kind of a dex build for speed. So most of my weapons, I won't be going for strength. I won't be going for those big swords or big heavyweights. I'll be going with these weapons that you swing fast and you can get multiple hits, and that's kind of how I like. So even if I'm not using dual weapons, I still want a sword that can swing fast. Get you know, chaotic with it. Fucking swinging it. But right now I have two of these like I forgot what they call these blades, and they're kind of fast. And if I hit the R2, I kind of like a swing and spin kind of move. But so far I haven't done much. I really haven't got to really dive into the game because what I did in the beginning is I followed this guide on YouTube, and he kind of takes you through this path like real fast, and it kind of builds you up, gives you kind of a head start in the beginning. It gives you find a bunch of these runes, which that's what you use to level up your character. You find these things to level up your fat flask, which you use like potions and upgrade them. So I did that, and it takes it. Really, you can do it if you knew the path and then die. It probably wouldn't take you 20 minutes to follow this path, and you can kind of build yourself up. You can kind of give yourself a head start. He says you're overpowered, but you're not overpowered. I mean, you can make your starting weapon up +4, but the false kind of boss I tried to fight after I did this, he still hit me, killed me in 2 hits. So I was like, yeah, I'm not overpowered at all. So, but still, it feels good to get kind of like a head start and get some things going and get a bunch of fast travel points already on the map. And I got like I don't want to spoil some things. I won't say what else I got, but yeah, it feels good to kind of give a head start and get some of these things built up. But I really haven't really been fighting. I've just been running running from people. I mean, I fought some of these little bitty enemies, but I really haven't got into the But I see how the game feels. I already got the mount. I already got the mount. Did that and all that kind of stuff. But the only thing about the game is right now is that it just feels a little sluggish. It doesn't feel like, my type of games like this. I like games like Devil May Cry or even The Ritual. How they feel as far as combat. This one doesn't feel as fast as those games. It feels when I hit the button, my guy. Even though I'm not rated down with weight, because I picked the warrior, so I wanted speed. And I feel like when I hit the button, I still feel like a delay. Like when I hit the roll button, it's like a delay before he rolls. If I hit the swing button, he's like, ugh. Takes like a second or two. I can feel like a delay, but I don't really remember that in the Bloodborne or the other Dark Souls games. Or maybe it was like I don't know. But it just feels like this. It's a little sluggish as far as the movement goes. But besides that, I like. I think also you can't sprint. Like there's no sprint button. Like I keep trying to hit the joystick to sprint, and I keep crouching. I'm like fuck, I don't want to fucking crouch. I want to fucking run. These motherfuckers coming after me, man.
I
Like I'm trying to run and get away from these guys because I'm not fighting. I'm just following this path, collecting this shit, you know. And then I try to run, and my guy's crouching. I'm like fucking, there's no sprint, and I keep looking at going to the controls and trying to see if there's. I'm like, there's no fucking sprint.
there
And
is a sprint button.
there is.
Yeah,
What is that?
you have to hold down the dodge button.
Oh shit! It doesn't say it in the fucking controls. I know. I kept looking.
Trust me, I was like confused as fuck.
I
because
kept
seen
looking
other
like
people do it.
yeah, I know.
I
I
was
thought I
like,
seen
yeah,
people running and shit on YouTube. I'm like, am I just thinking of running? Because I'm like, I'm hitting the fucking
Okay,
joystick and he's.
I said that's why you go. That's why you gotta check out this system before.
No, I went to the system. I went to the
yeah, the
controls.
system was.
It doesn't tell you. It says
I don't think it
circle
tells you.
and backstab. That's all it says. It don't say nothing about
I
running.
forgot.
Uh,
I forgot what it. I did the. I think it tells you in the tutorial,
Oh.
but it didn't really click with me because
Yeah,
I
I've
think
been
I just
trying to
might have
listen,
skipped over it,
and then I get to
and I was
mount.
like, no, it was when you.
No, I'm saying I
It's
got the mount, so maybe I can fucking sprint with the mount, right? And I'm
oh
hitting the
okay.
button, and all he does is gets off the mount. Like, no, I don't want to get off the fucking mount. I want to fucking go faster. So I need to keep hitting the double jump, trying to fucking get away from people because I'm like, ah, that makes sense. No, I'm like, damn, it's gotta be. I figure like, man, there's no fucking sprint in this fucking game. Like, I'm fucking hitting. I looked on the controls and then I didn't see nothing. I'm like, where the fuck's the sprint button at? I'm gonna fucking sprint all day now. Shit. But yeah, besides that, I'm excited about getting back into the game and actually starting. Now I'm like I'm actually gonna be starting the game now after I got done with this little part I did.
You
And
know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like, I'm on the game right now.
yeah, well, I can't be on the game on the podcast. My PlayStation's not close enough to my computer. So, but yeah, I'm probably, I don't know. I might not even play it. I don't know if I'm gonna get back on the night at night. I might play for. I'm gonna watch some. I'm gonna watch Lois and Clark. I haven't watched this week yet, but we'll see how I feel. But I might get back on it for an hour. But yeah, it is. Like I said, I'm enjoying it. I think it looks okay for graphics. Graphics not really blowing me away at all, but it doesn't look bad. But it doesn't really look all that outstanding. It just looks okay. But we'll see. It's be good that these just get that 60 frames and fast loading. Fast loading's good. I like that. And yeah, I'm just fight these. Man, I'm gonna get these fight these bosses and probably might have to buy a new TV or controller because I know this shit's gonna piss me off. Uh, cause I'm not very patient at all. But I'm gonna just try to take my time, explore, and you know, hopefully this class doesn't screw me over. Cause they say this ain't a good class for beginner people. So, but I don't know. I just want to go in with the speed and swinging my blades, man. That's what I'm about. Maybe shoot a couple fireballs at people. But
So
yeah.
have you been experiencing any stuttering?
Nah, I haven't really spent it. No, not that I can tell. Like the only thing I noticed that was just I feel like it's just slow, but I haven't really seen anything like that.
Obviously, the gameplay is slow.
Yeah, it's just like when I hit the button, it's like a delay before it actually moves. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but I always for me that's what these Demon Souls, Dark Souls
Yeah,
games have
I
always
just
been.
I just don't know. I don't remember Bloodborne being that way. I don't think Dark Souls was either. But
I think Bloodborne was the exception because
that's a little bit faster.
they designed it a little bit differently.
Yeah, Bloodborne's a little bit faster game.
Yeah.
But I don't remember Dark Souls being that way either. But it might have been. I mean, it's been so long since I played that game that it might have been a little bit. But maybe because I'm coming off another game, like an action game, kind of like this. It feels I'm comparing it to other games, so maybe that's why. Or maybe I know it because it's 60 frames. I can notice the delay a little bit more. I don't know. But I haven't really noticed any stutter or anything like that. But like I said, I've really haven't. Like I said, I'm level 14, but really it's because I followed this little pathway and I just went and collected a bunch of stuff and then upgraded one of my weapons and bought a couple of things to help out and then I haven't really explored anything. I just kind of just been following this pathway and watching YouTube video, follow this pathway and collect stuff, and then that's been about it. So I haven't really get to really do a lot of combat stuff, anything like that. I mean, it's been running away. So, but I mean,
Yeah, like
I
was
mean, go ahead.
like around the time you called me, I was in this cave that had a bunch of wolves in it, and that was like the first time I died not getting back my
Oh, you get.
money.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I've died like probably 5 times already. I'm telling you, because I'm going places I probably shouldn't be at. I haven't leveled up at all, and I'm just get these fucking giants kill me one fucking time because I was trying to fucking run and I fucking hit the button. I fucking crouched down and motherfuckers came and just got me. I'm like, because I needed them to break something and when they broke something, I was able to get this item. So I picked up the item, but then they fucked me up because I couldn't fucking sprint. But then I went. But I've always been able to go back and get my items and stuff or whatever.
Yeah, I couldn't do that because I died like a fucking boss.
So far, the wolves I've fought have been pretty weak. I'm killing these wolves in like one hit, but I haven't
But
been.
it wasn't the wolf. It was like I got to a cave and I took out the wolves, but then there was like this section of the cave where it had like some boss.
Mm. Yeah,
That's where I died.
I'm excited about actually fighting my first boss and hopefully having a chance against them and being able to beat them.
Did you do the tutorial thing?
I didn't. I know. I was thinking it was supposed to be like a tutorial cave, and I haven't. I didn't see
Yeah, it
that.
was the cave.
I didn't get
Like
that.
when you didn't get that?
No, I did the tutorial and I fought that boss in the beginning and he killed me.
Yeah, then the cutscene played.
Yeah, like cussing. Then it broke me up. Now I'm in an open map. I'm like, dang, this supposed to be a cave? I was supposed to. I remember people saying it was like a open world, like a tutorial
Yeah,
cave.
you were supposed to ignore the door and go up. There was like a side thing where you can go up and over.
Instead of going out the door. Uh,
Oh, it was that one dude in the chair where he tells you like, "Hey, you need to fall down further into the cave." That ghost dude in the chair.
what the
You
fuck's
don't
that?
remember that? You probably just ran past him.
No, you get the fingers right. You get the fingers or whatever. Is it before that?
Yeah,
Oh, oh, that dude that sit. Yeah, I talked to him. He's just like, he didn't say nothing. He had like these little dots, and I said, "Fuck you," and I kept on moving.
yeah, yeah. If
That's
you
where you
waited
put.
a little bit longer, he would have said something.
Oh, and that's where you get the
Yeah,
tutorial. That's where you
yeah.
fall
He
down.
tells you like, yeah, it tells you like, "Hey, fall down the this pit in front of me." Like he'll tell you like some riddle type of shit, but it basically tells you, "Hey, fall down this hole in front of me,"
No, no, I
and that's
didn't do
where the
that. No,
tutorial
I
takes
didn't.
you.
No, I didn't do it at all. I thought there was a fucking cave. I was like, damn. I was thinking
That
about.
is a cave.
I know, but I remember people
Yeah.
talking about the game, seeing videos, people doing like a tutorial cave. I'm like, shit, I didn't get this fucking tutorial cave at all. Yeah, man, I didn't get that. That's why. That's yeah. See, I'm telling you guys, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna struggle with this game, but
I mean, you're pretty early on. You could probably make a new character.
no, I'm not making a new character. Do all this shit I just did? Oh hell no, dog. I'm going. We're good. Shit, I got. Nah, I'm not doing this shit. I don't like doing. You know, I don't like doing shit over. I don't. All this shit I just did to get my character ready. We're in it.
You were finally a guy. What are you talking about?
What's
You can do
that?
that show. You were finally a guy, weren't you?
Yeah, but shit still. It took some time. Shit, I'm ready to get into the game. I'm ready to get into the nitty
Yeah,
gritty.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be easy. It's fucking 20 minutes.
It didn't take me 20 minutes. It took me a fucking hour and a half. That's what it took me because he doesn't exactly show you where to go. I mean, he has like a little
Hmm.
outline, but and he shows in his videos all fast and high. And I got fucking enemies everywhere. Like, where the fuck these enemies come from? Like on his video, he don't got no enemies, and I do. I got all these fuckers around chasing me, and oh no, I'm good. I'm ready. We're ready. I don't need the tutorials. I'm ready. I'm in it. Do you get any items from doing that?
Like, you got something.
Shit. What'd you get?
I picked up something. It was glowing purple, so I'm assuming it was important.
No, well, I didn't get it.
But anyway, there's one more thing I want to talk about. I think you said you didn't want to talk about this, but the review scores.
No, it's not what I want to talk about. I can't really give my opinion of what I play, right? Because I haven't played enough of the game. That's what I'm saying. But I can talk about what you want to talk about, but I can't give my opinion of what would I would give the game. That's what I'm saying. I can't give the game a review score because I haven't played enough, right? I'm so early on to the game. I can't really judge it. That's what I mean. I can't judge the games if I haven't played enough of it. I can only judge what people have said, but I can't really judge it myself because I haven't put very very early into the game, and I can't really judge. I can kind of think what I think was going on. I think people are uh uh reviewing it too high based on what the game based on what people say what the game is and how review scores go. People seem like they're reviewing it too high, but
Like, why do you think that?
Oh man, like, well, I can only, like I said, I watch people talk about the game, and I've heard people praise the game, and I heard people say stuff about it, and this what I'm hearing. It, I don't think some people. I just think the overall is too high. I don't. To me, I'm thinking this game should. Because when I looked at the Metacritic when it went live, I looked. I'm like, fuck, damn, 97, 98. I'm like, how the fuck this game get that? Because the games don't really get the highest scores. Because games do get tens, right? But when you see
Yeah,
Metacritic, they're never that high, right? I expected it to get some tens and some fives, some perfects, but I didn't expect the Metacritic to be that high because it's usually, you know, gonna balance itself out. So I expected it to be around a 93, 94, especially after seeing Horizon being at 89. I expected this game maybe would be a little bit. I actually before the Horizon got 89, I expected Horizon to get a better review score because I thought Horizon the whole package would be. I think thought it would make it review high because it's a Sony single player game. I thought the story is gonna be crazy good. I thought the presentation and all that stuff would boost it over. And I thought Elden Ring might people might like the gameplay better, but I thought the overall package would be better than Horizon. So to me, that's why this game to me the review score seems kind of high because I just don't think the overall package is. I don't want to say it's bad, but I just didn't think it would be that high. I figured it'd be like I thought some people would give it tens, but overall I didn't think it would be at a 97. I thought it'd be like a 93 or something. I was just surprised that this game is this high. Then comparing the Horizon, was seeing where Horizon at, and then seeing where this game is, it's like, to me, that doesn't make much sense. Cause I thought people would like this game over Horizon because they like Souls games, right? I just didn't think it would be that much more. I just think that, and there was people talking about how the Horizon got review bombed too, so maybe that's why it hurt its score. Especially when people talk about Horizon, and to me, Horizon improved in everything it did better than the first game, and Horizon One was reviewed at 88 or 89, and this Horizon Forbidden West does everything better, and it's at the same score. I'm like, well, to me that doesn't make sense. But then this game comes out and it's not really doing anything different. It's just open world. It's put into open world structure, and it's getting really really high review scores, and that's why I'm like, that's why to me it's like it's. But I don't think I'm not saying it doesn't deserve a 10. I just think the Metacritic seems higher than I thought it would be based on what I've seen
yeah.
how review scores go. Right,
I
I'm
understand.
not trying to say this game is trash or it doesn't deserve it. Just seeing how things go in the past and how review scores goes and how it averages out in Metacritic, this seems super high for what the game is. Not saying the game is not good. It's just that it's not really doing. I mean, I need to play it more, but it seems like it's like a Dark Souls, Demon Souls game, but it is just made into an open world, which is new. I guess you can call that new, right? It needs, but it's like from only what I played, it's not doing anything like different in any open world game or even really better. It's just open so far to me very early on. So I don't. That's why I don't want to talk about it because if I talk about my experience, very early on, I can't really judge
Yeah,
it on my experience. I can only judge what people say it's done and what stuff is done in the past. And what it is, it's like this right now. This game, the story is. I think the story is good, but it's how it's told. I don't like. I don't like it being very cryptic and very. Oh, you gotta hunt your own shit down to find the story. And I don't like that shit. But it's very Demon Souls. It's very Dark Souls. It's just in the open world environment, right? So it's not so linear, right? But that's on, and you got fast travel as well, fast because it's loading on the PS5, right? I don't know how it is on the PS4, how fast travel is, but or any other system. But to me, it's just like the review scores. It seems kind of high for what this game is doing, and I'm not saying this game is bad, but it's to me, it's just Dark. I don't know what Dark Souls, what those games were reviewed. So if those games are well high, maybe I don't remember what those games. See what Dark Souls 3 was reviewed because it's probably what this more like than anything is probably Dark Souls. But it's
Metacritic,
yeah, but it just seems like it just seems
Dark
that
Souls.
yeah, Dark Souls 3. I would say Dark Souls 3 a lot because I'm sure It's made some, it's gotten better over time, right? So I
Dark
would
Souls 3 is sitting at a 89.
now see that's my point. Dark Souls 3 is 89, and this game is at a 98. It's 10 points better, and this game is to me, it does. Don't get me wrong. I think it's gonna be a better game in Dark Souls 3 because I didn't even want to play Dark Souls 3. Right? I think this game it does some things that kind of help casual people get into it because you can get like this being an open world. If you get stuck, you can go a different way, right? You don't have to try to go one way, right?
Yeah.
So you can kind of help you out. But I just don't think it's that much better than those games. That it's 10 points better. It is T.
I understand where you come from.
And then I just think about the thing is I just seen the big game. Sony just had a big game, Horizon, and it's better than the Horizon, right? And they got the same on Metacritic, right? Some people gave it perfect, but on Metacritic it's the same fucking score as the last game, but it does everything better. I'm not saying it's 10 points better either. I'm not saying it's that much better, but I'm saying it does everything better. But it's sitting at the 88, 89, the same scores as the first game. Because you got some people who review bombed it and this I can't play this game. I'm like, dude, this game is better than the first one. How can you try and say it's not, right? But then you got this game, which it's a little bit different because it is a different game, right? It's just the same people and it's the same type of game, but they just made it open world, changed the name, and it's just getting so high review scores. I'm just like, I think people are being a little on these developers nuts a little too much. I just think that you know, and I don't want.
Okay, so how would you compare Horizon Forbidden West to another game? Another game people have been comparing this game to
Zelda.
Breath of the Wild. Yeah,
Breath of the Wild was, and I think I feel the same way about Breath of the Wild. I don't think Breath of the Wild is as good as people say it is either. Breath of the Wild is what 96, 98 to on Metacritic. People praise Breath of the Wild, saying
yeah.
it's one of the best games ever made. I like Breath of the Wild a lot. I might even like it better than Horizon. This only thing I hate about mainly because I like melee combat, right? And Horizon's more about you shooting bow and arrows and stuff. And Zelda, I'm using the sword. I think Breath of the Wild's a good game. I don't think it's because people say it is. I don't think it's one of the best games. I think I like Super Mario Odyssey more than I like the Zelda game. I think I like the one Zelda game more than the Breath of the Wild. The one with Toon Link, the cartoony one, the one that came on GameCube. I think I like that Zelda. That's probably my favorite Zelda game. I like Breath of the Wild, but Breath of the Wild story, how it tells its story, is weak as hell. Like I don't like that, and I don't like and that is, and that's just my opinion, right? I think Breath of the Wild does a good game. It's a good game. It does a lot, but I just don't think it's as revolutionary as people say it is.
Like it's impressive, but just for a Zelda game.
But I would say that so far, I would say Breath of the Wild is better than this game. I ain't gonna lie. Like I'm more excited for the new Breath of the Wild. But like I said, I
Yeah,
can't. I don't want to judge too much
yeah.
because I haven't.
I want to get back to you on that next week.
Yeah.
Depending on how
Well,
much you played.
I might. It might not. It might go downhill because this game might piss me off too much. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Because I have a hot take. I'm not sure whether it's gonna be a hot take later on, but I think the uh, Elden Ring might go down as one of the best games ever made.
Yeah. There's no way that's gonna be. There's no way. I see why. I can see why. Here's my thing. I think if you love Dark Souls, I can see why this game would be that way for
I
you.
don't
Right?
think that.
I think that because I think it's taking what Dark Souls does and it's expanding it and making it and putting it in the open world. And some people are gonna like that, and some people not. So I can see some people saying, "Oh yeah, this is dope. I love this game so much, right?" And that's why I don't. That's why I'm not saying the game doesn't deserve some tens. I just don't think overall. I'm surprised so many people are giving that high of a score, right? I just don't see how overall it's that high. I don't think some people shouldn't give it tens or 5 out of 5s, right?
Here's my reasoning.
I just don't think overall. I'm surprised it's that high. That's what I'm saying.
Here's my reasoning for this.
I just don't think this game does enough, in my opinion, for it to be like storytelling. I don't think the story's gonna be bad, but I don't think it's gonna be told very good. But that's the way these games are, right? People like it. To me, I don't like that, right? I don't think it.
Yeah,
I think the performance is always an issue in these games. They're not perfect. It's just a lot. It's gonna be a lot of different things. I know. I know I'm playing it. I know I'm gonna say no, this ain't the best game. But I don't think it's. but I can see why people like it and people love it. I just don't see how the Metacritic overall is that high because I see people when they review games and I see I'm just going off of what they say, right? I'm like you say it, but your review score don't make it doesn't match up. And then you talk about this game and then like you this you knock this game this much low, but it does this much better than the last game, and the last game got this. And now this, but this game's that score. But this game, the other game was 88, and this game was 98, and it doesn't match up for what they say and what they give scores. See what I'm saying? But I can see why people love this game because they love Dark Souls games. Like to me, the greatest game ever made is Final Fantasy X. Right? That's there's no game there's no game that there's no game even gonna
Agreed.
surpass that game. And I'm playing this game, and this game's not giving me that type of feeling. I'm enjoying it. I know I think I'm gonna enjoy it. I don't know, but to me, this is the open world game, and I don't think it's even gonna be the best open world game because I don't think this game even touches Witcher 3. Right now, my favorite open world game is still Witcher 3.
That's still a game that you go back to.
To me, that's still been my favorite open world game is Witcher 3. I did like Skyrim a lot, but to me, my favorite open world game is still Witcher 3. I love Witcher 3. Witcher 3, I wanted to do every fucking side quest there was. I wanted to fight every monster. I wanted to do everything in that game. At first, I didn't start like that, but then as I kept playing, like, oh man, I just want more. I just want more. Oh, I just want more. I just want to do everything, right? And a lot of open world games, even though I enjoy them, I never enjoy them enough where I want to do everything. I never enjoy enough where I want to go do like I can tell you right now, in Elden Ring,
Yeah.
I'm playing stuff and there's some shit opening up and some I can tell like some side quests. Oh, you can do this, and I'm sitting there like my brain's like, oh fuck no, I'm, I'm not doing all this shit. I'm not trying to figure out all these puzzles. Oh, I'm like no, like I do want to fight the bosses and trying to fight all the main bosses, some hidden bosses. But as far as doing fucking everything in this game, I'm already like hell to the no, and that's why I can tell you that it's not gonna be like that impact because when I played Witcher 3, I got into that. It got to the point when I was trying to do every fucking side quest. I want to do everything in that game. I just loved it. And I think maybe some of it is because of combat. This combat's not bad, but it's difficult, and I don't like super difficult games. So that makes me not want to do it.
Yeah.
It makes me not want to explore when I don't like combat. If I like the combat, then I don't mind exploring the whole game because I don't mind fighting enemies while I explore. But if I'm fighting enemy fucking kills me in one hit, and I don't want to explore because I don't want a chance of dying all the fucking time. So that has something to do with it too. But I just like I said, to me, my favorite open world game is Witcher 3, and to me, Elden Ring is not really doing anything like crazy good or new. It's just putting the Demon Souls, Dark Souls into open world so far. But like I said, I have to play more. And when I've read reviews, that's what people not from the reviews I've seen and people discuss. That's what this game is. So that's why I don't think it matches up because what people have said the game is, I'm surprised it's getting that high of a score of what they said it is. Right. That's what I'm going off of. Now maybe there's more to it when I play it, but I'm just going off of what they said or what they written down, and that review score seems kind of high based on what their opinions are. That's what I'm saying. That's probably the best way to say it. Going off what people say the game is, that review score seems kind of high to me. But
That's understandable, but for me personally, just looking at certain things, I think those go down as one of the best games ever made.
I
Just
think
because,
I would say I think critically it could because it's already the critics already fucking loved the game. They already gave well
the
most
critics
critics.
already loving the game, but I'm not sure I'm not sure how many copies Sekiro made or Bloodborne made.
Yeah, the games they're always kind of like they never sell a whole lot. I mean they get better and
Yeah,
better, right? They improved.
yeah,
And I think
but
Bloodborne. A lot of people love Bloodborne, and a lot of people. And I think this game is gonna blow up, mainly because that's how things are these days. People playing on Twitch,
yeah,
and I think it's gonna be better. I don't know if it's gonna be super big, but I think it's gonna be pretty big. I don't, but I just
it's
think
gonna
that
be big because for some reason, like I said, I'm not sure how much the previous From Software games have sold, but there's a reason why 3/4 of a million people have bought this on Steam, and who knows how many on Xbox and PlayStation.
yeah. Well, I just think that it's the hot thing right now on Twitch. I think Twitch is
But is it just hype? I mean,
Yeah,
there was
I
hype
think
for
it is a lot of
Bloodborne. There
hype.
was hype for the other
Well,
games.
the other games didn't review fucking 98 either. When this game was hype, and then people see the Metacritic, like, oh, that's one reason. Because at first I wasn't gonna get this game. I wasn't sure because like I said, I'm not into Demon
Like
Souls game.
when did the reviews drop? Like
They dropped
Thursday,
on Thursday,
Tuesday,
Wednesday, I think.
Wednesday.
Wednesday morning, early Wednesday.
Okay.
And I think hype in that. Not just I'm not saying it's all reviews. I just think it's a combination. A lot of stuff. I just think it's the hype. I think it's review scores and it's a little bit of
I
all that.
think
And
it's
and that one guy, the only guy did the story too. The guy that did Game of Thrones. He helped with the story too. Uh uh something Martin or whatever. I think all that. I'm not saying that's the number reason. I just think it's a combination of
yeah.
things. It's just building, right?
That
It's
could
just
be
building
another
and
reason,
building.
but
Sometimes stuff just keeps building and building and then it just fucking blows up and then
I barely saw anything about George R. R. Martin about this game.
well, before this game really got announced, I heard that this guy was working on the next Elder Sox game. And when
No,
they
I
first
know
and they
that,
when
but
they first did the
after
trailer,
that, they just had his name, and from he only did, at least from what I saw, one interview where he talked about it.
yeah, I
And that
see your
was
point.
it.
I see your point on that. I just think that, and like I said, this game's been delayed and people have been talking about this game and it had that
Yeah.
beta test. So I think the buzz has been building and building right because the people have been waiting on the game for a while too. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's that too. It's the hype. It's kind of like Cyberpunk because Richard 3, like the Richard 1 and 2 wasn't big super hype games, right? They wasn't super. They didn't sell very much, right? They weren't even on the PlayStation, right? Richard
Yeah,
3,
but towards
Richard,
the end,
but
there.
Richard 3 came out and it got hyped. It was really hyped up, and it did a whole lot better than the other two, right? And I don't know why. It's just the buzz built for some reason, right? For some reason for Richard 3, and guess what that created? Super hype for Cyberpunk, right? Just like kind of like for this game, cause that studio was not a big time studio. That was not a big
Hmm.
dog studio. They kind of got on the map with Richard 3, right? And then that really people got hyped for Cyberpunk, but then Cyberpunk got delayed and people waiting on it, and it finally came out and people ate it up. It sold a whole lot, but it was fucking buggy as shit on the PS4 and then on the Xbox, and they did bad because they rushed it, but it had all that hype, right? And that's kind of like what this game is. It's over so many games and you know hype. And like I said, I don't think it's gonna be super seller, but I think it's gonna sell good. I just I this review scores just crack me up. The Metacritic does. It's just like sometimes I just want to like debate people because I would eat them up on a debate on how they review stuff and different things. Cause I'm just like, dude, you're just not everything you're saying. I can
Yeah,
just
but I feel the same way because I don't understand people's understanding of reviewing
and,
games.
and another thing is a lot of people in this game. It's the first time I've seen a lot of people on actual sites, not just videos talking about, but actual sites, websites that give reviews numbers. I actually like, oh, well, I didn't beat the game, but this is what the game scores. I'm like, eh. I don't agree with giving the game an actual review score and not finishing at least the main storyline of the game. I think at least not saying this is my review so far. Now there's I can give a game a review and not be, well you can give
That's understandable.
you can give a game a review, right? But to actually give it like a official review score, I don't think you can because I think the ending makes sense. I think all that. I'm not saying like when videos like they talk about it, they like the Gamecast and they do the reviews. They usually say they usually don't give a review score, right? They just give a review of what they think the game is because a lot of times they all played it and they might have played it and it's kind of good because some of them played more than the other ones did, right? And it's kind of good to get the reviews from different angles. You know, they play different amounts of time, but that makes sense, right? Because it's a review discussion, right? That makes more sense having a review discussion when you don't have to beat the game to be part like kind of like us. We can give a review discussion, but to actually say, oh, I'm gonna give this a game an official review, but I didn't finish the game. It's like, I don't like that much. But I don't mind giving the game. I don't mind a review discussion on the game if you haven't beat the game. But they actually give it a review score, like for a website. I'm like, I don't know. I think if you didn't have time to beat the game, you said review so far and then update it. If maybe it doesn't change, but maybe it does, right? I just think that I don't like giving the game a review score if you haven't finished the game. But I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure how well my statement is gonna age, but
Yo,
that's what I believe.
you believe what? You think this game
It's
is
gonna
gonna?
be
I mean, it's people are like,
like judging from what people have said and judging from my experience playing the game so far, things are lining up with what they've been saying.
I think what people have said, they what I've seen people calling it just they've called it Demon Souls, Dark Souls open world, and but some people say that some of the mechanics don't work that good in open world. Like the kind of you should watch the kind of funny Gamecast because you're gonna see two guys who absolutely love the game, and some of them talk about some things like the co-op. They still complain about the co-op because co-op's still not better. It's straight from the other games. It's a little bit better, but it's still not a good system. They one Andy he loves the game, but he said the co-op, what you got to do with co-op, and some of the things with co-op is really really bad.
But yeah, I remember I saw Andy on the Alana Price
Yeah,
video.
I didn't watch that, but
I
yeah,
saw them,
I didn't watch that one.
but he was talking about the multiplayer thing.
Yeah, he might have talked about the game. 'Cause that's one of his biggest things about the game was that.
Yeah, it was like when he was talking about it, I was like, man, that's not good.
Yeah, I was like, that's bad. Well, we got Velva's commentary. It's brilliant, and if you got skills, you love it. You don't
I
even
mean,
know what we're talking about.
we,
That's nothing to do with skills. The co-op, if the thing is, you jump in. What I've heard is, if you jump in with co-op, you can summon them, right?
yeah,
And you can be exploring the open world, right? You walk around with your buddy doing stuff. But then if you get
yeah,
to a dungeon, he has to leave and come back just to get into the dungeon with you. But then he has to leave from where he's at, and then he has to. I'm like, what? Like he just can't walk into the dungeon with you. Even you have to like It's like, wow, what? That's
yeah.
dumb.
That's the only gripe from at least from what I heard. I didn't really watch too
Well,
many
there's other
reviews.
things on the game cast, and then like I said, the blessing guy, he kind of he talked a lot about different
Yeah,
things.
I need to
And one
I need
thing
to
was
watch.
the loot. It was just the reward system. It's just like, and that's one thing I hate about like these type of games is the loot. If I do a cave or I fight a boss and the loot's I don't feel that I get rewarded. I kind of that's one thing I didn't like about Zelda's because I think Breath of the Wild is like you find this, they're not dungeons but them little temples or whatever, and you
Yeah,
might get a good weapon, but I don't feel like it's a good reward because that weapon only lasts for so long. So it's like, what's the fucking point, right? If this weapon doesn't last and then it just breaks, you can't fix it. It just breaks, right? And I think I don't like that. I don't like grinding or doing a dungeon for a cool weapon, but I can only use that weapon for a couple of times and then it gets destroyed. It's like, nah, that's not it. That's one thing I hate about. One thing I like about open world games and RPGs is finding good loot, right? Finding new weapons and armor and stuff. But then that's one of the key things I like about these type of games. So, but like I said, I'm excited for the journey. Hopefully, I can at least beat the main campaign. I'm not gonna be one of the guys that tries to 100% everything, get special endings, and fight every boss. I'm definitely not gonna be because the game is big. The game is, I mean, supposedly you can beat the game in 30 hours, but supposedly you gotta be really good because if you just go in there after 30 hours, you're probably not gonna be high enough level, and you're probably gonna get your ass kicked in the last area. So you definitely don't want to trying to go straight through the game.
ain't I'm saying ain't no way you'll beat the
Because I think the last part of the game, it takes you about 30 hours. So, because you pretty much got all these like main big bosses right, and you got to kill them. And I think if you kill these two of them, it opens up the path where you can get to the last part.
the
But it's
first
probably you
the
probably be under level, so it really really challenging unless you go and do more exploring and fight the other bosses you can fight to do different things. That was talked about in the Gamecast too. They was talking about it. Cause none of them people that did the reviews during that Gamecast, none of them have beat the game yet. None of them. None of them have finished the game yet. And there's a lot of them are like 60 hours into the game and they haven't finished the game yet. This commentary ain't good. I already did a blindfolded no hit run. Yeah, you ain't had enough time.
zero damage, all skills. Hell no.
But like I said, it's a cool conversation. Like I said, I'm excited to try to get through the game. My name, my character Natsu, so you know I'm a beast.
Shoot, I'm saying, I just really hope my control will survive.
Yeah, I'm hoping my TV survives and everything, cause I know how I get. Especially on the day when my team plays and they get beat, I'm already bad, and then it's happening. I'm playing this game. Oh,
Gosh, shoot. Like if I feel rage, like I need to get back on lost, get back on lost arc.
yeah. Like I said, I got different games to play, so I have other games I can go back and forth.
Oh, I want to take a second to about lost arc. Say about lost arc. Like last week, I really don't know what I get myself into on that game. But almost a week after to this day, I just really started like it. The thing about it is I just feel like it's pretty sad ain't I play new I play Earth games. Like I still play Genshin. I still play New World. I feel like the reason the first time okay first time I played it, it just I wasn't used to. I wasn't used to it yet until I start learning quickly. I already started learning quickly on that game, which is all it is though. Like so far, the story pretty cool. The story the story did really gone slow in the beginning though, but when it pays up, oh boy, like so far so far I'm deep into the story. It's like pretty good. I almost say I really don't. I almost say that, like like okay. Let's just say I already didn't read almost all dialogue, but when the scene comes, that period I want to see. Well, that period I want to see. But but like yeah, there's so important to know the story, which that I want to take my time to read it though. Like I guess I'm a type of person just pretty much just grind on the game. Like don't like pretty much just a little don't care about the story until I pretty little like don't care about the story but until the story just grabbed me though. You know.
Yeah, sometimes you know you're not into it, and all of a sudden something can happen, and you're into it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I'm like yeah. Like I'm just like I just enjoy just MMO pretty much. That's all. But the story long story though is pretty cool. Like the cutscenes, like the cutscene how to do it is pretty nuts though.
Yeah, it's not bad. Like I
Um,
said, Lost Ark. You know, you start playing it, and you can really leave some time. You can just keep playing and keep leveling up and keep leveling up, and come on, I'm gonna do a little bit of this, and then you just keep. Oh, I'm gonna do a little bit of this. Oh, I'm gonna do, and then you just another hour go by.
yeah, right.
But I think that's gonna be it for the show. Everybody wants to get back and play some more Elden Ring. I might
Don't
try.
expect me on Lost Ark anymore. I found my mood love.
What's that?
Don't expect me on Lost Ark.
Oh, I already knew once you got Elden Ring, it was game over. I already knew.
Right.
Like I said, I got a lot of games. I'm trying to work my way through games. Like I gotta beat Horizon still, which is probably gonna be yeah. And I still play Apex and Genshi. I need to put some time into Genshi still. I don't have time to tell you the truth. I don't know. But it's good to have different games to play. It's good because, like I said, I'm probably gonna be stuck in Elden Ring until it starts pissing me off, and then I'll probably take a break. I already know it. Like I said, I'm gonna try to play a little bit tonight, but I'm already getting kind of sleepy, and I want to watch Lois and Clark.
Just
But we'll see. At least I'm trying to put an hour into it and try to make some actual progress in the game. Give me a little snack, 'cause I know I'm gonna wake up early and shit in the morning. But I'll be on it all day tomorrow. Well, not all day, but I'll be on it a lot. But yeah, Elden Ring and everybody, if you got it, we'll see which one of us finishes the main storyline first. We'll see who gets. So, so what level? So before we go, what level? What level is your character? Y'all know? Have y'all leveled up at all?
I think
it's
mine was at 16.
mine is 11.
Yeah, I'm 14. But like I said, that's just from doing that little speed run, that kind of thing I did.
You're on.
Did you clear out that camp that was like right in front of the gate?
Running around the gate before the church. Was it after the church?
It's a little bit after the church, like
Autumn
beyond like
guards.
the little forest part.
Yeah, I'm about like I said, I'm probably gonna try to do that. I know there's a weapon you can get to it by that wagon. So
Yeah, there's like two wagons there that you can pick up
yeah.
items.
Now I'm gonna do that little area, and I'll probably get to the one area. And there's a cave right. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a little. I'm just gonna follow the little path and explore a little bit, and yeah, let's get a little bit of the combat. I'm gonna try to do a little bit tonight, but my eyes are already starting to bother me, so we'll see. But I'm gonna play a little bit. But yeah, we'll see. So I think I can join in Devin's game. He can join in mine. 'Cause I think PS4 and PS5 you can do that. So
Yeah.
maybe one time he needs help with a boss. If I need help with a boss, well, but one guy just couldn't get the PS5. He had to go with
Couldn't help
PC.
it.
I was saying like, sure, ain't my fault. I'm saying, ain't my fault. Everything, what's going on? Dude,
He's like, yeah,
like,
like, so you gonna get? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get a PS5. I get home, I check the game. I'm like, this motherfucker's not even on the game. He's on PC. I was like, what? I was like, on the Discord's like, I said, is he got his PlayStation linked up to the Discord? Because he says he's on the Elden Ring right now. And I log on to my PlayStation. I was like, he's not even on the PlayStation. He's on the PC. I'm like, this dude. Uh, but to me, this game is more of a single player game, so it's not a big deal. But it's just cool if you need help with a boss
hey,
or something.
but hey, in Emperor Defense though, that Elden Ring is already available before hit midnight
That was true.
on, on Steam.
Yeah, for some reason it was like 6 hours ahead of time. I was like,
Yeah.
why?
Well, I already had it. I mean, I already had it downloaded on my PlayStation. I don't know if it would let me play it or not, but I already had it downloaded. I mean, you started playing it yesterday before
I
midnight.
just I just downloaded it.
Yeah, but yesterday, right? Because it was available last night at midnight.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
That's what I mean. Was you able to play it yesterday?
Wasn't it released yesterday?
Yeah, it was at least midnight yesterday.
Talking about last night, right?
I'm talking about last night, midnight last night.
And also, I think on Steam, it's already available 6 hours
Yeah, for
early.
some reason Steam like had it 6 hours early. But I
So,
just downloaded it. I wasn't really playing it.
oh, well, I wonder if it was just if he's able to download and play. If he's able to download, because he was able to preload it on PlayStation. Maybe he's only able to because I think developer commented say he was able to preload it, but he couldn't play it yet. So you may have
On
downloaded it,
Steam
but it might not let you
or
play it yet.
PlayStation?
No, on PC. He's got it on PC.
No, people were playing it already on PC
No,
when I
people already had it on
posted it.
PC because they're the reviewers. People have been streaming it all week.
No, like it was open.
Oh, you're saying it was just
Like
completely open? Okay.
yeah, it was completely open. Like for some reason it was like 6 hours ahead of time that people could play it.
Okay, yeah, yeah, it definitely wasn't open yesterday. It wasn't open until midnight on PlayStation.
But it was only on PC. It wasn't everywhere for some reason. I don't know why.
No, you could have waited. But,
Ah,
yep,
I was just thinking about the mods.
no, yeah. I mean, I understand. I understand.
Y'all don't see the crazy mods that do with this game.
I don't care about the game. I don't care about that much to care about the mods, but yeah, that's been the show, guys. Hopefully, we make some progress in Elden Ring, and hopefully none of us break anything over the week from playing this game. But that's gonna be it. Do it until next time.
Next time.
See it.